when you think back to that era where you and Jerry were climbing so much together, you were pushing each other, can you think of maybe one memorable time when you were fighting for the same thing really hard? And it doesn't matter who won, but both of you learned something valuable.
I don't know about that, but all through that, all I can think of is when we had like a big bust up in Tokyo in Japan, when we were there for a climbing competition. We were really into video games, driving video games at the time, and the Japanese arcades were incredible. And we went to these arcades and we were racing each other like in cars on these arcades. And basically, in one of the races, he pushed me off the track and won the race. And I accused him of like cheating as we like sort of left the arcade. He got really angry and grabbed me by the head, put me like a headlock. But we did get pretty competitive with each other at times. But we were also incredibly lucky to have each other to sort of drive each other on. Good training partners, invaluable, really.
If you can tell me, what is one thing about Jerry that most inspires you?
His determination, his competitiveness, his focus, dedication. I mean, all of it is like, he was really impressive.
I know that Jerry got into surfing, and I think he became pretty good at it. And did you dabble?
It becomes good at everything he does.
He does, yeah.
Golf,
even writing books. Writing books. He's written some,
That's training book,
Did you guys run together, or did you surf together?
We surfed a bit together, yes. Yeah.
Was there some, I don't know, was there some paddle battling?
No paddle battling, no. It was always very friendly in the water.
I don't mean that. I don't buy that.
No, it was. It was.
I mean, if surfing, if nothing is, brings out even more of that.
The worst in people.
Yeah, I mean, you just have the finite resource. You can't take burns on the same wave. The wave passes you.
Yeah, you only have one person per wave, can't you? Yeah. I mean, there's some horrible places, to surf. Well, I mean, you just shouldn't get in the water in certain places, should you, with locals? But most of the places I surf, actually, people are really friendly.
Well, one of the things that I find particularly impressive, and maybe listeners to this podcast will as well, is what we talked about at the beginning when you accomplished climbing E90, a level that you had last achieved 25 years prior. Can you talk a little bit about this? So I understand that you had perhaps taken a hiatus from the sport, and you discovered this route because you had heard about it, you saw somebody trying it, and somehow, and that unlocked a series of events where not only did you decide that you wanted to try this route, but to do that, you had to go back into climbing, you had to take up the sport again, and then you had to work up to the point where you actually sent that route. So would love to hear this story in your words, Ben, on why did you leave the sport actually? And why did you come back?
I think I was just a bit too busy, really. My daughter was born in 2009 or something, 2009, and I had my business, which was only in its sort of early stages and was taking a lot of time, and I didn't have the time to sort of travel really, and I just lost motivation for climbing really. I'm just focused on bringing my daughter up and running the business and everything. But then, my wife and I were going for this walk up in the north of England at this famous crag called Merlin. And it was like there was no one around. It was a horrible day, raining and stuff. And there weren't even any walkers around. But when we got to the crag, there was this guy and he was like trying something. The whole cone was like wet. It was about the only bit of dry rock. And he was like high up on this wall working these moves and stuff. And it was this route called Rain Shadow, which is like a Steve McClure 9A. It's one of the best one of the best routes I've ever done anywhere. Just certainly one of the best routes in the UK, sport climbs anyway. And it just, kind of sort of fired me up to sort of, I was like, maybe I can do this. I think I was like, I don't know, in my 40s or something. And so I started climbing again. I got really, found my love again, got really motivated, and ended up, I think that was probably around about 2012 or something, 2013. And then, in 2015, I managed to do that route that guy was on, Rain Shadow, when I was like 48 or something. It was incredible.